Okay, we're going to go over a few more things in Word here. I'm going to start again with the random code. Again, we're just going to hit equals, RAND, for a parenthesis. This time we're just going to do 3 paragraphs and 3 lines of paragraph. Pretty simple, pretty short. There we go. Okay, so now we are going to look at a page break. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go at the beginning of this paragraph. So I just want these 2 paragraphs that you see to be on one page and the third paragraph to be on another page. So what I do is I go into insert and I just choose the button right here that says page break. And when I click that, you'll notice that that whole paragraph now goes down to here. And if you try to click in this area, it stops right here. Okay, because now there's a page break right after this. So let's say that if I want to undo this, I can. But let's say that I wanted the second paragraph. Same thing. I go to page break. Now anything below the page break gets moved to the second page. And you can have as many page breaks as you want. So if you have like a couple sentences that kind of carry over, you can use that page break and send it all to the next page, but you'll have some extra space here. Okay? So now what I want to look at is I want to go ahead and just insert a chart into right here into this space. So I'm going to go up here, I'm going to click on chart, and I have a bunch of different options. But the one I want to look for is a pie chart, and from there I can choose different pie charts. There's just your regular pie, your pie in 3D. Here is a pie of a pie. This is called the exploded pie in 3D, and bar of pie. So I'm just going to choose the exploded pie. Okay? Make sure that you highlight over and make sure that you get the right chart whenever you get to the assignment and it asks you for a certain chart. So we'll click OK, and you'll see that it comes up with Excel almost immediately. That is just to put information into it. For this purpose right now, we're not even going to mess with that. Don't even worry about the chart in Excel. Just go ahead, when that comes up, just close it. Okay? And we'll just use the default data for what we need in here. Now, again, as we're looking at this, when you click on the chart, just like in the pictures and the tables, it comes up with special tabs here, just for the chart. From in here, we can edit the data from Excel. You can change the colors, the styles, if you will, of how you want the chart to actually look. You can actually come over here and change the whole chart type if you want to. If we go into layout, it allows you to change the chart title. So I can go in here and I can tell it I don't want a chart title, I want it centered, or I want it above the chart. I can give it a legend. I can say, show the legend here, show the legend there, or take it out completely. I can also do data labels. Now, there's a bunch of different options here. You can center it in each piece. You can put it on the inside in, the outside in, or you can do best fit. Okay, I usually like the best fit. That'll show you that, they put it inside, but they make sure that it fits, and if it doesn't fit, they'll put it to the outside with an arrow on it. So that's the one that I like to use, is the data label with the best fit. Uh, Also, you've got the format tab here, which allows you, again, to add different outlines and different word arts to the actual text. You see, as I highlight it, it actually changes the text down below. We can wrap text around the chart. We can choose different positions, just like a picture before. So we want to put it middle. That kind of centers it up for us. And we can actually change the size of the chart, just like a picture, right over here. So let's say we want to make this chart a 6x6. And there you go. Okay? The next thing we want to look at is the header and the footer. So I'm going to go again back to my Insert tab, and you'll see both here, header and footer. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on header. and it comes up with a bunch of different options. So I think in the assignment I let you all choose. You could choose whatever header you would like. So I'm just going to select the annual here because it's the first one that I think, the first one I just looked at. So I click it, and right there it comes up with my header, and you'll notice that it also comes up with my footer for an area to type into. So I could type the name of the title or my name. We'll just type my name for now. Oh, didn't get the capital there. And then we'll type the year right here, 2012. Okay, and also up here you can see I can add page numbers to my headers. I can immediately move down to the footer. I'm going to go with an annual down there. It puts the page number in there for me. I can move the margins up and down. I can put a picture in the header, clip art, but we're not really going to mess with any of this. I'm really just focused on you being able to insert a header and a footer. Okay? So I can just go ahead and hit the close here, or I can actually double click on the document, but I'm just going to hit the close for now, and then I go right back out of here. If I want to get back into that header footer tab, I just double click on the header, and there you go. Comes right up with my header footer tools. Okay? Pretty simple. The next thing we want to look at here is I want to show you how to put a border on a page. If you go over here and you click, you'll see this little bottom border here, but there's an arrow, and it'll give you a bunch of different options. But let's say we just want to see the whole thing. We'll just go down here to borders and shading, and there we go. We've got a bunch of different options here. You could do shadows, you can do 3D. There's just a box, which is pretty simple. And then over here, the style of lines, you can do dashes. There's a little bit more spaced out dashes. There's the double line, the triple line. I would stick with the double line. You can choose different colors for that double line. You can choose the width of the actual line if you want it thicker. So we'll go with a 2¼ point double line. And you could choose to apply it to different places. If I just want to apply it to a paragraph, or there's also options to do selected areas and whatnot. So we'll just click OK because we didn't select anything. So we'll just click OK for now, and you notice that it wraps it right there into there. Okay, now I'm going to undo this, and I'm going to select an area, and I'm just going to hit the Control A, and that's going to select everything. It's going to select my whole paper because Control A does a select all. And I'm going to go back to my borders and shadings, and I'm going to look over here, and it gives me the option of text this time. So I'm going to choose text, and I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to go with the double line again. You see that it already has my thickness set, and I'm going to click OK. And now, if you notice, each line is now bordered. Okay, so it's a little bit different now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to undo this too, and you'll see that my quick button here has already got my borders and shading, so I'm going to click that, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to page border. Now what this will let me do is will let me apply it to the whole document. So, or I can do this section, first page only, all excerpts, but I'm going to do the whole document this time. Come down, I'm going to click on box, I'm going to do my double line again, and I'm going to click OK. And you'll notice now the whole page has now been bordered. And then when you come down here, both pages, and you see that your header and your footer carry over. So where there's a number 1 on this page, there's obviously going to be a number 2 there because it's the page number. Okay, so pretty simple stuff. Just some real easy formatting things that you need to know. Last thing I want to show you guys real quick is how to insert a title page or a cover page. Okay, we go into insert, right there's our button. I mean, they really couldn't have made it too much easier for us. We click on that, We can choose any cover page. Since we're using annual in here, I'm going to go use it again. And immediately it inserts my name and the year. It puts January 1st because that's by default. But it puts in my name and the year immediately into the cover page because the computer's set up to do so. You also see that the border is across the whole document. Okay? We scroll down here and you notice that the cover page went in immediately on the first page. Okay? So pretty easy stuff. I think you guys are going to be okay. I want to show you just one quick thing. For the second assignment, I do ask you to insert some smart art. Now, if you come over here, or I'm sorry, you can use whatever you want. You can use smart art. There's different options inside here, or you can actually use the shapes, and you can use whatever you want, such as like stars. You'll be doing a rating system, so choose whatever you want. If you want to use the 5-point star, you could just put the 5-point star in there. It'll give you a drawing format. You can change colors, do different size, and you can actually just copy these stars by hitting the Control C and then just hitting Control V, and you'll see that you get a second star there, and then lining them up. So use what you want. Like I said, there's different options here. You can do shapes or smart art. I don't know how much of the smart art you can actually use, but whatever you want to make your rating system to be, feel free. Okay? So this is what I meant by smart art or shapes. Pay attention. Use whatever rating system you want. There's a bunch of different options here in shapes. There's stars, smiley faces, but you can also go online and get pictures as well. Whatever you feel is right for your rating system. Okay? So best of luck to you guys. I hope this week is not terrible. It may be a little bit boring, but we'll get through it. And next week we're going to be going over Excel, so should be fun stuff.